Nothing hits our sick endurance sports athlete brain with more dopamine than seeing progress, guys, feeling like we are getting better, seeing a faster time on that climb or on that loop around your track running because you're a runner and you want to get injured. Honestly, guys, literally, that's why we all do this. We are addicted to seeing the progress. We have a mental outline that we say, okay, guys, this is going to lead me, this training plan, this diet that I'm doing, that's going to help me with my objective, which is to progress my physical condition, guys. Nothing hits better than seeing that progress. And nothing hits worse than seeing a lack of it. Moment where our body just is not budging. We're not seeing any progress. Possibly even we're getting worse. Why is our body not improving? I'm doing all the right stuff. Sometimes our body gets stuck on a plateau, guys. Now, this is something that really can murder all the vibes. How to break this plateau phase that you might be in, guys. It happens to the very, very best of the best endurance athletes in the world. Sometimes we got to do some things to shake up the bod, and we're going to go into that right now, guys. 5 reasons why your body's in a plateau and how to break that. Number 1 idea, guys, needle mover identification. Now, what am I talking about? What is Dr. Keegan saying with this, guys? Basically, a needle mover session are those real sessions, those training sessions that you think, wow, this actually is really related to the race that I'm preparing for, that exact thing that I am trying to get my body to do better. That is what a needle mover session is. If you're trying to improve on these 7-minute climbs, guys, well, those 8-minute VO2 efforts where you're really going full gas, those are probably going to be really closely related to exactly your goal. That would be classified as a needle mover session. Now, for you who's trying to improve those 7-minute climbs, is doing a bunch of sprints going to be a needle mover session? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. But obviously there's going to be a place for every type of training within your training plan. Guys, point is here, you feel like your body is on a bit of a plateau. You're just not seeing that progress. Try to put more physical energy as well as mental energy into these needle mover sessions. Now I'm talking about, guys, honestly, instead of stressing about trying to do your endurance ride, which is definitely not a needle mover session. As I say, extremely important to have those rides in your training plan. You can't do needle mover sessions every single day. But instead of stressing, God, I can't stop at the gas station for more than 8 minutes, or, I can't ride with someone because of this, that, and the other because it's an endurance. Guys, low stress, save that stress for a needle mover session. Those needle mover days are the ones that you want to go out and you do everything perfectly. You nail the session. You really suffer at your maximum because that is the session that's going to move the needle. Not the rest of those 9 out of 10 days where you're training. Those probably aren't the needle movers. Less mental strain on those days, guys. Go out and enjoy them and know that when that needle mover session comes, you're going to go out and smash the shit out of that session, guys. Number 2, guys, this one is going to be a pain in the ass for a lot of people, including myself. Oh my God, boy, do I suffer when I have to take a 5-day reset. Guys, sometimes the reality is our body just gets a bit stale and we don't even realize it. It's super easy to be training for month after month after month and just kind of slowly getting a little bit more tired. And again, it's not like something where you just wake up in your one day just like, oh my God, I can't even get out of bed. I'm so smashed. It's a slow thing. And then what happens? You're smashed. You're a little bit tired. You're just not seeing the progress. Your body isn't responding to those trainings. This can be absolutely a sensation of, man, I'm just making zero progress. I'm plateaued as shit, stagnant as shit right here. Guys, rest. 5 days, couch, no exercise. Give your body that big dose of rest, guys, and I promise you afterwards you're gonna come back. It's gonna be responding very well to the trainings. You're gonna be off that plateau. Maybe you would have absorbed a bit better all of that work that you've done in the last few months. And man, that's exactly what you needed to take your body off that plateau. I see it all the time, guys. Take a solid deep rest, 4 or 5 days, no exercise. Number 3, guys, this one has to do with the all-important diet and specifically carbs. Guys, when in doubt, binge out. Literally, pound those carbs. Now, obviously, the carbs give us the energy that we need to train, but it goes far beyond that, guys. Sometimes, if we are chronically in this calorie deficit, which is so easy to accidentally be running a calorie deficit over multiple months, guys, guess what? Our body does not like that, guys. Not only does it make you feel a little bit just groggy, a little bit less energized than normal, but it can have negative effects on your hormones, your body's just general health. And guys, obviously, if your body is not healthy, you ain't gonna be making progress with your training. That's gonna be the last priority of our bodies, to help us improve in an endurance activity, guys. It doesn't give a shit about that. So we need to keep our body happy. And if we're doing a lot of exercise, you're probably in a bit of a deficit, unfortunately, which might be something that you want, might not be exactly what you want. So guys, when in doubt, smash those carbs. Make an extra effort to get some good extra quality carbohydrate, more so when you're training, honestly, but as well off the bike. And this can also just be kind of extrapolated into just this general idea of eating a bit more protein. I'm not saying eating a bit more Pringle chips or crap like that. We all know the good foods, guys. Maybe give your body a bit of extra energy in the form of good quality, clean foods, those good carbohydrates, those good proteins. And sometimes what that can do is your body says, oh my God, there's some extra energy coming in that we haven't had for a couple months. And that is enough to kind of take you off of that plateau. It's happened to me many times before. I've seen it happen to athletes of mine as well, guys. So give that a try. More food, specifically carbohydrate. Number 4 idea, guys, is to shake shit up. I'm talking, you maybe have a training plan that you kind of just more or less do the similar kind of training week after week, okay? Which in many cases is great. In many cases, that is exactly what the athlete needs. But depending on the case, now this obviously is going to be very different for every case. Sometimes people, guys, they just need to drastically shake up their training plan. I'm talking about, okay, you know what? I'm not really seeing my body budging at all. I haven't seen any real progress. This week, I'm going to do 4 mega intense VO2 sessions, guys. You know what? I'm going to cut the volume. I'm going to do some crazy hard intensity this week just to try it out. Guys, what happens maybe 10 days down the road? Your body has just bumped up. Why is that? Because you threw a totally new stimulus at it. You guys need to experiment. That's what this is all about. Sometimes, guys, when your body ain't budging, you just gotta throw some crazy stuff at it and maybe it's gonna respond or maybe it won't. Guys, endurance sports and training in specific is just about experimentation. It's throwing stuff at the wall and seeing if it hits with your body. Everyone's gonna have a different thing that makes their body really tick. So I encourage you guys, if you're feeling like you're on a plateau, you're kind of a bit discouraged, try something totally off the wall that you've never done before. See what happens, guys. You know, it's probably not a good time to try that when you're 10 days out from your big race that you've been working all year for. But depending on the situation, don't be afraid to do something way different. I'm talking, like I say, guys, massive, short, concentrated block of sprint intervals where you're doing multiple of those sessions per week, or VO2 intervals, or maybe you're gonna just do a block where you really focus on only endurance rides, really quality dose of endurance. Do something different, really mix it up, see what happens, experiment. You never know what's gonna happen, guys. And the 5th one is exactly the opposite of that. If you maybe aren't following that really specific training plan where you're kind of doing the more or less same outline every week, and all you need to do to get yourself off of this plateau is go back to the bare bones basics, guys. The most basic idea of just training to be as consistent as you can. What does that mean, guys? You're not doing anything that's going to take you off of this train of consistency, meaning no insanely hard rides, no insane intervals, doing everything middle of the road so that you can just give your body a consistent, daily, week after week dose of endurance stress. That's going to help you guys build back those bricks in that base to take you off of this plateau. Sometimes being on a plateau is just a lack of consistency in there. You're just kind of having some days where you're good, some days where you're not. So the progress has generally stopped. What we need there is just to go back to the basic drawing board, get those consistency, those boring days in, those rides that are just not fancy at all. They're not Strava worthy, and you just do them. Anyway, those are my ideas for anyone who is possibly riding out a period where they're not really seeing that progress, guys. You can break it. Try some of these ideas out and let me know how they go for you guys. Really appreciate you seeing the video. It's the middle of summer. I haven't been making videos. Bit of a personal rant for those who give a crap, which probably isn't many people. Basically got to the shape of my life. It's our big race coming up in less than 2 weeks, and a knee injury came back. One that I had many years ago. I had to get it surgically taken out, and it totally came back overnight. So basically in a massive depression. Haven't really had the motivation to make any videos nor do anything besides sleep. So lugged myself out of bed today, and I got you guys this video. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching.